This is the Authentic Life podcast, and we are back with part two. This is my brother Ross, partner in crime, and best friend. So, getting straight into our topic, what is life satisfaction to you? Could you give me like a short description of what it is to you?
Life
Considering,
satisfaction.
yeah, considering your relationship between what you think, what you want, and what you say you do. Doesn't have to be long. It could be short and sweet. Just give me something natural.
So, what I believe is life satisfaction. It's the things you do that you love. That's all. If you love to be active, okay, you have that active lifestyle. You have the people you love around you all the time, your network, okay? You have the things that you do, all right? Those things could be anything that is your passion, from playing guitar to making videos to doing social media to whatever it is, all right? And then the last thing would be is everything combined, and you're able to live a wonderful, full prosperity lifestyle. So you have abundance of everything that you need.
Yeah,
That's
I
life
get you. I
satisfaction to
get.
me.
So, as dreamers, like we are, we want to do what is right to us, but we're also cursed with the gift of language, meaning we have internal, which is our thoughts, and external, which is our speech. So, as dreamers, we like to think big, and the more we think big, the more we want. So, we basically paint a picture to other people with our words. We put our dream on a canvas and express it to everybody else. But only for a short period of time, we will see this excitement of our dream. We'll either start the process of it and halfway through give up, or we'll finish it and then delay it.
Yes.
So I think,
So with that, it's all about discipline. So if you haven't been following us now, we actually on the 90-day challenge. We just over 10, 15 days in the challenge, and we this challenge is all about discipline. Creating those small little changes helps create that discipline you need. So with what name is trying to say, by the end of like February, your dreams, your aspirations, the goals that you wanted to achieve, the whatever you wanted, your discipline will start to diminish, right? Or start depleting. And that's where you start trying to find more motivation and all that. Yes, you can find motivation, but it's those small little changes that you made. But if you made too many or too big of a change, that discipline will deplete a lot faster. That's why we're just doing a small change every day, something small, and consistency. Okay, consistency creates discipline. Hop on the 90-day challenge. You can follow us on the Instagram page underscore the dot authentic life, and then send us videos of your challenge or your journey, and we'll post it on our Instagram as well.
so considering you've come off this motivation high, I know there's a lot of steps to take once you come off because now you've come from this motivation high. You've built up this dream that you want to take over the world. Now you need to sit down and write out this big dream into smaller steps to understand where you're going. So, to me, it's like, what what if your life depended on your word? So your word is your bond. Are you gonna approach it that way, or are you just gonna pause halfway through what you said you're going to do and not do it? Or are you gonna start to implement some like a strategy to follow?
Yes. So what this reminds me of something that a lot of people say. Okay, live every day like it's your last. Okay, if you knew you weren't going to be alive tomorrow, how would you spend your day? Okay, it's the same thing like this. Well, it's very similar. Okay, you would every day. What are you going to do to reach those goals? What tasks do you need to complete Okay, you have your task and you have your goal. Your goal is there. Okay, it's waiting for you. You got to do it. But without doing it, you're just dreaming. Okay, you need to take that action. You need to do that task. You got to tick that off your bucket list, or tick that off your notes or your task list, whatever it needs to do. You got to tick that first task off. From there, that's why we always say journal, make notes, write out every day what you need to do. And the more ticks you see, you'll feel good about yourself. Okay, you'll see, oh shit, I can do this. I've done this, this, and this already. Last thing to do, let's just do it. Let's get it done. That's all you got to do. Tick every little thing off you need to do. I do that every single day. I know from the start of the week what I need to accomplish by the end of the week. Okay, if things get added in that week, I'll add it in between those days, and then I'll fit it in where I can. But if I haven't completed those, I know from next week, those are the first things I need to do to complete before I even start on the new task. I don't know if you do the same, Nay.
Yeah, I do the same. I definitely do the same. And to basically sum up what you've just said is that your life does depend on your word. I think the words you throw out, the thoughts you throw out, all have energy connected to it. So what you're throwing out there is coming right back to you. So
Exactly.
definitely got to be careful of what you're thinking and what you're saying. Otherwise, you're attracting things you don't want to have subconsciously. You rather be attracting the things you do want and live the successful, pros- what's it? Prosperous?
Prosperous.
Prosperous. That's the word. Prosperous life you're looking for. So, even if you want to be a Buddhist in a temple, if that's what you're looking for, think the correct thoughts and pull things from an unseen world of your dreams into reality itself.
Yes.
That's how
So
I approach all the situations.
yes. So for an example, and this is a terrible example actually, like it's the worst, right? So for the past, I think year now, I've been telling myself that I'm going to be going grey soon because the amount of stress that I have, or the stress that some people give me, it's just giving me grey hairs. But now that today, actually, I was looking at myself in the mirror, and then I'm looking at my eyebrows. I'm like, these things actually need to get done again. I need to wax these bad boys. So then I'm checking and I'm like doing a deep dive in my eyebrows, and I'm starting to see grey eyebrows, and I'm like, oh no, here we go. And then the other day, someone told me that I've got some grey hairs in my beard, and I'm like, we are going grey. I'm gonna look like a silver fox by the age of 27, hopefully soon. Look,
No
I don't
way.
mind. I don't mind going grey. Like I think, oh, it will look sexy on me. Don't you think so?
No man. It will. But change the ways. I ain't going gray.
So for the past, and now I'm starting to go grey. Like you see what words can do and the power of thinking. The more you say it, the more it's going to happen.
Yeah,
So
that
that's
is
just it's
true.
a bad example, but it's an example that I have.
No, it's a pretty good example. It's decent. It's honest, and you gave something personal.
Yeah. So maybe by the age of 27, when we're still doing this podcast, um, I should be fully grey, hopefully. I know my uncle, he also went grey by the age of like 25, 27, around that age.
That's madness. Maybe it's just genetics and tripping.
Maybe. Who knows? Better wait and find out.
Let me throw it in here. So all these steps can relate to integrity, which comes from the word integer. Um, in and tanger, which translates into in touch, are all components of systems in your mind that need to be put together. So you need to be one with yourself instead of standing in front of a mirror and fighting with yourself. Both of you need to be on the same side of the mirror. It sounds very
Exactly.
contradictory, but it makes sense. You need to be on the same side of the
Yes,
mirror,
yes.
talking the same things. Not one side is telling you to do something different and you're saying, I don't want to do that. I want to do this.
I know you always have an inner voice, okay? And your inner voice always tells you something else, or it gives you some other sorts of advice, or sometimes it tells you to do the negative things, okay? And you fall into that trap and you think, okay, no, it's fine. And you convince yourself that you're going to do it this way instead of that way. So it's not as bad as what you say you're going to do. So what Nave's trying to say is get your inner voice and your outer voice on the same wavelength and the same thought process where you want to be and what you want to accomplish. All right. So let's say you've done gym for 2 weeks in a row now, and now Monday comes, you had a busy weekend. So now Monday comes, you just want to rest, okay? So, but you know deep down, if you want to continue getting to your goals, you have to go to gym on Monday, okay? You have to do that training session. Otherwise, it's going to be tough getting back into those training sessions. So now that inner voice is going to tell you, don't go to gym, you need to rest. Don't go to gym, you need to rest. You need to sleep in. Don't do it. But you know in your subconscious that for your goal you need to achieve, you have to go to gym. But sometimes that inner voice will always win. And you need to fight it. I know I fight mine every morning. I say, no, I have to get up. I can't do this. I need to get it. I got to make this change. If I don't do this change, discipline is not going to happen. I give myself that pep talk. It's all you need. Just give yourself a little pep talk every now and again. You're not going to be weird. It's not going to be strange. It's you doing it for you. Not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for you.
Yeah. I think I definitely have my inner voice under control. We used to fight every morning getting out of bed. Like I was never as disciplined as I am now. I would probably sleep in as much as I could till maybe 30 minutes before I have to leave for college, or maybe even 10. I'm getting up and getting ready to go. And I'm running out the house with shoes in one hand, breakfast in the mouth, a coffee here, and my bag half hang on my hand. But now in the morning, when I wake up and I hear that inner voice saying, it'll say, go back to bed. I tell it, go fly a kite. Now, before
Yes.
I even
Yes.
tell it to fly a kite, it says, I'm going to fly my kite now. And I just roll my butt out of bed and I get what needs to get done.
Exactly. Just get what needs to get done. Don't. And the longer you procrastinate, the worse that inner voice gets you. And then once it has you, it's trapped you. You can't get away from it.
No. I
Don't
mean, you
get
could. You
stuck.
could. You could. If you fortify your mind correctly, you can run away from the voice in your head. Otherwise, you're a slave in a cage in your own thoughts.
Exactly. You can definitely get out of it. Okay. I know I went through a slump. All right. We both went through a slump. Actually, this was before you moved away, and we were together nonstop. And We did things, and we didn't do a lot of things. Okay. And it's where you it's basically discovering yourself. Okay. You sometimes have to go on your own journey to find out who you actually are and what you need. I know that sounds very corny and a lot of people say that, but it's true though. Like you need to discover who you are as a person without your family and your friends around. You just need to find your voice. So finding your voice will take time. It will take a year. It will take 2 years. But once you have it, you know exactly what you want to do. You know exactly what path you want to hit on. And from there, if you stay consistent and you have your friends that are on the same path as you and the same your network grows with you, you will accomplish your goals. You will accomplish what you want to do in life. So just stay consistent. Consistency will equal discipline. That's all I'm saying.
There is no such thing as being motivated or I'm motivated to do this today, but your motivation is just a high, darling. You need to be disciplined. You need to be consistent. You need to know what you're actually chasing, or you're just chasing a false version of something you've created.
Exactly, exactly. And today I actually took a trip back to the past. I was busy saying the name earlier when we were busy getting ready for the podcast. So I used to do swimming in high school and primary school. So I swam for club. I've swum for school like my whole life. And then today, what I actually did was I bought myself a new costume, a cap, and goggles, and I did just a 30-minute swim, just getting back into it and everything like that, like easing myself into it. And when I was swimming, it was so peaceful and it brought back a lot of memories that where I was swimming, it was at my old club, and it just brought back a lot of memories of what happened and like how it was and all of that. And it's sometimes it's good to actually do that, like go to a place or do something that you can reflect back on your life and then see how much you've grown since then. So that's what happened today with me as well. And it felt really, really good knowing that I'm in a place where I know what I'm doing and my past self, if they see me now, they would be really proud of me.
I'm happy to hear that. So you did take a hands-on approach to your journaling. This time, instead of writing out what you were thinking, you went and did what you were thinking.
Yes, yes,
So you didn't have
exactly.
to sit and journal today because you experienced journaling in a form of an activity.
It's a form of meditating, I would guess. So you would go back to a place where it just brings what you feel and brings all that positivity inside of you, and you can just think clear thoughts. And there's just it's nature almost. Okay, so that's why I love swimming over running any day. And because running hurts my knees, I know that. But if someone tells me
Right.
to run 5Ks, I would rather swim 5Ks. There's no ways. So that's all it is. It's just, it was really amazing. That's all I can say about it. And it's a form of meditation. So your thoughts become clearer when you're doing something that you truly love.
Yeah, definitely a good form of meditation for you. At least you found a balance between how to keep yourself sane and how to keep yourself to who you say you are.
Yes, yes, yes. But it's like people that their thoughts would like come in the shower or in the bath. It's because that's their peaceful place. All right. If you can find a peaceful place, but build an activity with it, let's say it should be a sport or an activity that you can either do alone or you can do with people, but there's not much talking. It's more of just reflecting on your past or what you're thinking or where you want to go in life. So there shouldn't, I feel there shouldn't be music playing. Name could disagree with me. I don't know. Like maybe your place could be the gym where your thoughts are, but my place in the gym is getting the frustration out of the day or just getting rid of the day out in the gym or starting fresh in the gym. That's what I feel
I
the
don't know.
gym is
I
for.
use the gym like I think of the gym as an adult playground. Really, that's how I look at going to the gym. It's a playground
Yes.
for adults. That's how I see it.
It is, it
Even though
is.
you're there sculpting your body to be this Roman Greek
Good
god
God.
or whatever you desire, but in
Yes.
reality, I'm just training my mind to keep it in charge. So I'll put my body through physical and exhausting pain in order to let my mind know that I'm in charge of what we're doing. I'm in charge of where we're going and what thoughts we're allowed to have. You cannot have any thoughts without asking me first. So it has to cross the bridge between building those neurons in your brain. It has to cross me first before I can accept the thought or the emotion that my mind wants to feel or my body wants to feel. It has to ask for permission. It's not allowed to feel or think anything.
Exactly.
It's almost
Exactly.
like I don't know. I don't think you've watched it, but like in anime, Goku, he has this thoughtless ultra instinct. It's like his superpower is not thinking about fighting. He just does it. All movements are just natural. Every
Yeah.
emotion he feels is all natural.
Yes. 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 No. No. I get you. I get you. It's like if you. It's. I call it the zone. Okay. So you get stuck in a zone where everything's just flowing, it's just going. You're not thinking about it, but you're just doing it. And everything that happens, it works out perfectly. And you're just stuck in the zone and you can't stop it. Just keep going and keep going and keep going. And from last week, actually, when I was meditating, I think I meditated 3 times last week, okay? And every time the next day. So I had 2 evening meditation and 1 morning meditation. So the 2 evening meditations, the next day, I was in the state of flow. Okay. I was very focused. I knew what I wanted to do and I got those things done. That morning meditation, that day, I felt very focused. I knew exactly what I needed to do and I got things done. Yes, that day that I did my morning meditation, things weren't working with me, but I was working with it. Okay. Things were fighting with me, but I knew I could do something else while this thing wasn't working. So I was getting a lot of things done.
Yeah. So you understand all this time I've been telling you to meditate, meditate. You understand what I was talking about. Now I don't sound that
Yes,
much crazy.
yes, yes, yes.
All right,
Name's
good.
not talking nonsense, okay? Like, I'm the test dummy. You guys can use my stories. You can try for yourself. Like, it works. Trust me, it works. Whatever you want to, if you want to do it for your exams, if you want to do it for school, do it for whatever. But it works. If you want to just focus and get in a steady flow, do it. It works. But on this note, this is the end of part 2. Leave a like, comment, and share this video, please, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you in the next part. Peace.
Peace out.